It appears as though, well, that would be outside of prayers, then only music is left to give you a kind of solace, companionship, almost as though it attempts to order your world and give you a kind of heaven, momentarily, that is. Well, I'm wishing that you get to listen to good music. I hope. And, so you may not agree with this. I think that the kind of music you should listen to should be slow. If you ask for my recommendation, yes, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. It has to be slow. Yeah, because I think something is lost when it's a little too upbeat. Well, I think too much is lost. Yeah. All right, conversation for the Lords of Logic. Okay, so last week, Adams Oshiomhole was in the news. Today, well, yesterday, Edo State has been in the news. And I remember having a conversation before the Edo elections, and I had callers who pretty much had a preference as to who they were going to vote for and why. All right. I guess today is a good day to look back upon your why and I guess evaluate by your own convictions whether you made a wrong decision or a right decision. And it's a little hard to tell whether you have made a wrong decision or a right decision because time gets to prove it. But sometimes, particularly in the world of politics, you can sense whether something is right or wrong. You can almost sense it. It's as though like an evil seed. It comes with all its colors, nothing hidden. You can just smell whether this is going to be good or this is going to be funky. This is going to be crazy, or this is going to be a repetition of our old nightmare. I remember, and this is being fair, I didn't care too much for his earlier slip. That's me referring to the Edo State governor. I didn't care. I know that people make mistakes, and sometimes you can have a slip of the tongue, and it's unintentional. Maybe because you're nervous. Yeah. Not a lot of people are good public speakers. A handful of people can't manage a crowd. They can barely manage 4 people paying attention. And then you give them a stage and a microphone and tell them to speak before the scrutiny of an entire hall filled with maybe 50 men or 100. Then they just jitter. And being jittery can honestly throw them off. I think what we're seeing coming out of Edo State would be, I don't know what to call it, and I'm trying not to make too many excuses here. So I want to give this opportunity to people from Edo State to speak on their governor. I guess you voted, and here you have this gentleman. The earlier slip was, which I honestly thought was comical, because he couldn't have meant that, was when he said, I promise to give you insecurity. And I don't know why I utterly disregarded it. Well, one, it wasn't really worth any form of attention I could afford to pay. But I don't know whether we can overlook the second one, because maybe there are a lot more errors that are maxed under his skin, under his mind, under his motive, under his intention. And you know what's even worse? This whole Godfather setup. Yeah, this whole Godfather arrangement. Yeah. I think that's even what's even making this even worse. All right. Now, I don't know whether the people of Edo State would brag about their governor or not, but I would like to get some kind of interpretation as to what you think of the now present governor of Edo State. But what's worth, and this is just to be fair, just so that we're not just going into, bashing him over the evident error, I would like to play you, I wouldn't say the entire video, but a clip that precedes the slip. All right, I'll play you the clip, and then we can go from there. Yeah, just so that you know that he's probably not too bad. And I don't know, that sounds like justification, right? All right, so here is Edo State Governor trying to present his 2025 intention for the state. Welcome to Nigeria Info. We hope this to be worthy of note.
It will ensure accountability and transparency in governance for responsive service delivery to the people of Edo State. The 2025 appropriation budget is designed to achieve the goal of my 5-point agenda, which are security, infrastructural development, healthcare, food sufficiency, and education. We have also prepared this budget appropriation with the aim of achieving the Renew Hope agenda of Mr. President. Therefore, we have designed the program into the state development plans, which remain the basis of my administration in 2025. Let me at this stage present the high point of the 2025 budget, tagged Budget of Renew Hope for a Rising Edo. I am happy to announce that what we are presenting to you here for local consideration contains specific projects that align with our slogan, A New Edo is Rising. A highlight of 2025 budget. Mr. Speaker, the proposed budget size for 2025 fiscal year is 605 billion. This is 25% increase from the 2024 budget. 35% of this sum, amounting to 223 billion, will be deducted for recurrent expenditure, which the remaining 381 billion, which represents 65%, will go into capital projects. Road infrastructure. It is our plan to make a huge difference in the road sector. Therefore, we have appropriated 162 billion for road development across the state. We are aware of the importance of connecting communities with motorable roads for a rapid economic growth. Driving from one senatorial district to another and from one community to another has become very difficult in the recent past. We want to correct this and improve upon the road that make Edo State the gateway to another part of the country. We are also going to progress capital city of Benin, form a big and ancient city to a modern city. It was in this rag that I flagged off the construction of the iconic Ramat Park, flying over, which will be the first of such in the state. Education. We have kept our obligation to revisit the education sector and improve the deplorable condition of our schools from primary school to tertiary. We are all living witness to the regrettable condition of our tertiary schools in the past 8 years. My administration shall be providing 500 billion monthly subvention to Ambrose Ali University, Eboma, to ensure its revival for the share over time, which will ensure continuous improvement in the administration of other tertiary institutions. To this end, the sum of 48 billion is provided in the 2025 budget to accomplish these purposes. Security and community development. My administration shall also be powered by the drive to bring about peace and harmony in all parts of the state. My administration has recently purchased 20 patrol vehicles to assist the security personnel in their work, and we plan to purchase more in the coming year. The ban on the activities of the Edo Vigilante has been lifted. On health, 63.9 billion has been earmarked for 2025 fiscal year. We are currently reviewing the health sector to ensure that health is accessible and affordable. With the commitment to increase access to quality health care, 1.8 billion has been set aside for the health insurance. Agriculture. Agriculture plays a vital role in our food production, as well as revenue generation and job creation. It's therefore the desire of this administration to strengthen the agricultural sector, particularly in the areas of farm mechanization. We shall take special attention to the security of our farmers and ensure our farmers' farmland are safe. Accordingly, the sum of 4.5 billion has been proposed for 2025 budget estimated for agricultural subsectors. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I have highlighted the major policy of.
So it doesn't quite appear he was all that disoriented, yeah? Okay. Now we're going to go to the actual slip, the one that has everyone talking.
The Edo State 2025 appropriation bill of 605 billion 76 million 76. Let me take it again. 506 billion 605 billion. Sorry. 776 billion. Sorry. It's confusing me. Okay. Sorry. Yes.
Order in the House, please. Mr. Speaker must be held in silence, please.
605 billion and details of the budget proposal for your consideration and approval. Thank you for your kind consideration.
All right. So, he was defended by the state's APC chairperson. And, well, it sounds rather brash, but I guess it's one way to shut your opponents up, I guess. All right.
I go with...
oh, hold on. That's not the beginning.
Yes, it's been... social media has been... I go with the governor, our governor, a budget presentation about a mistake on 650 billion and the rest of it all. It's a normal thing. Zuma made such mistakes, and a lot of people make such mistakes. I don't know figures. You see, that is how to know original and innocent people. Obaseki will not make such mistakes because he has stolen billions before. Aswell Bodalo will not make such mistakes because he has stolen billions before. Monday is not a thief, so he's not familiar with figures. So anybody who wants to talk and continue to talk is nonsense. He's the governor of the state, and he's the governor of the state. He's performing, and he'll continue to perform. And anybody who does not like his face should go to hell and burn to ashes. Period.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let's talk at this point. So, disorientation, or is this poor education? And then, if you say disorientation, like, he truly could be pardoned. You could really pardon that because, look, I don't know whether this is... I don't want to present a weak argument because usually for you to assume a position of leadership, there is a certain level of intelligence that's required. Even like there's the posturing, there's body language, there's character. Talking about character, last week, Oshiomhole said it would be better to have 774 thieves than one thief. Look, politics drives me nuts. So I'll just share with you. Adams Oshiomhole. Better to have 774 thieves than to have one big one. Okay. And this is a senator representing Edo North. He says it's more beneficial for Nigeria to have 774 local government chairmen who are thieves than to have a governor or a president who steals all the money. This was during a forum on the local government autonomy organized by the House of Representatives Committee on the review of the Constitution. This happened about a week ago. The senator said, and I quote, completely for local government autonomy. He said he stands for local government autonomy and believes that whoever has power must account for it at whatever level. In his argument against the notion that local government autonomy might lead to financial misappropriation at the grassroots level, he said then at that point it's better to have more thieves than to have one, to just have a thief. You see, as much as I can draw, well, this is me just making levity of it because I think it's silly, but I think psychologically there is something about how we have, I would say, compartmentalized and maybe even colored this bad habit. We're going to go off on a break. When we come back, you can tell there's much to talk about on Nigeria Info. Don't go anywhere.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Hey, now what for this country? Everything just cast.
Since morning, cash? Why? I know one waiting happen for 1672 happen again. Today, I must collect correct naira note for hand. KC. Cash day everywhere. For bank, ATM, POS agent. And if you want run and cashlessly, you fit use mobile app, internet banking, ATM, POS, USSD, QR code, and other options them. Dudu, you sure? I beg you, make we dey go. Your customers dey shop, they wait for you. See, the cash where you define for Sokoto, is there for your Sokoto. You understand? Country people, money na money. Spend them, collect them, no hold them, no panic. Cash day everywhere. This message now from Bankers Committee.
Ladies and gentlemen, the party you've been waiting for is back. The Life's a Beach Party, the official Dirty December beach party, featuring amazing music performances by Fola, Fido, and also featuring top Nigerian creators. Come and experience Beach Olympics, fashion competitions, and water sports. Life's a Beach Party will take place December the 14th, 2024. Time is 5 p.m. at the Voda Beach Club in Legoshi, Lekki, Lagos. Hurry and register for free at www.teasersparty.com. Life's a Beach is brought to you by Teaser Sparkling Drink. Life's a Beach. Live it up.
Drink responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
Grab your sunglasses, beachwear, sunscreen, and head over to Ziba Beach Resort, where there is a spot with your name on it just for you and your loved ones. To book your holiday spot, visit zibabeachresort.com or call 0704 730 0013. Ziba Beach Resort, Lagos. A beachside Christmas awaits you.
My back, my body, my shoulder, with Salon Pass. When the back is on the pain you, with Salon Pass. When the body on the trouble you, Salon Pass Pain Relief Patch provides effective relief for stubborn pains such as back pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, and leg pain. Salon Pass is distributed by Drugstock and available in pharmacies and stores near you. Try Salon Pass today. Salon Pass, just patch it. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please consult your doctor.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Zero two zero one 2770 0201 465 7190 and 080 9597 5805. All right, so I have about a minute and a half, and I want to quickly give that to someone. Hello, welcome to Nigeria Info. Well, I'll make you back. This one, Joseph, where do I go at this point? Telephone lines or WhatsApp? Okay, you have a minute at this point. Hello, Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Thanks so much for calling. I'm going to give you 1 minute.
Robert.
Welcome, Rob. Thank you.
Can you hear me, Joyce?
I can.
Okay. Just unfortunate that a whole governor cannot pronounce figures or billions, not even trillions. Is it not a shame? And somebody is coming out to defend him.
Well.
Okay, it is very easy for, let's say, the accountant, the chief accountant of that state to play with, to a bezel now, because if he carries figure to his table, the man will just sign without even knowing what he's signing.
Do you think this is a case of not knowing it because he has poor education, or you think he was just nervous?
He does not know it, Joyce. Let us not cover this. This man does not know the figures. Why can't he pronounce it if he knows it? The Okpapolo do not know the figure. Let anybody come and defend him. They are defending him.
You know,
it's a shame. I followed this man when he was campaigning. All the issues, we are going to provide this security. He's not a doctor, something. He said it. He's campaigning. We are going to, even at a point when he was campaigning, he could not even speak very well. Right. Covering him up so that.
Okay, so I'm going to quickly go off on a break. When we come back, Edo State, stand up.
The kind of people that parade themselves.
All right, we'll be back.
With all the stories that make the news,
the headlines,
the captions, the breaking news,
details of the stories.
Let's talk about these and more on 99.3.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
If news is your quest, or gist your request, well, somewhere over your rainbows.
Over your rainbow.
Is the sunny side.
They better know it.
With Joyce.
Let's talk. It's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's start by telling you that there's a fire that destroyed goods worth millions of naira at the popular Labarago market in the Ojo area of Lagos today, Wednesday. The Lagos State Emergency Management Authority's Permanent Secretary Femi Oke Shahitulu says the fire started at midnight. At this moment, Nigeria Info cannot ascertain the cause of the fire, but we will love to hear from you if you're in and around the Alabarago axis. We'd love you to send videos and pictures to our WhatsApp number 080-959-75806. That is 080-959-75806. And away from that, First Lady Oluremi Tinubu says Nigeria would eliminate tuberculosis by 2035. Senator Oluremi says it is important for stakeholders to collaborate in tackling the country's TB burden. She made the remark while speaking at the 2024 National TB Conference in Abuja with the theme Public-Private Partnership and Integrated Service Delivery. The First Lady commended stakeholders for their efforts but urged for sustained commitment to achieve global TB targets. Moving on, Women Advocates Research and Documentation Center is calling for a national intervention to protect the rights of Nigerian people, especially women and girls. WARDC made this call in commemoration of the International Human Rights Day 2024. Founding Director of WARDC, Dr. Abiola Akiode Afolabi, said the government is that at all levels should prioritize the protection of women and girls. Nigeria is 125th out of 146 countries on the 2024 Global Gender Gap, and between 2020 and 2023, the national dashboard recorded almost 28,000 cases of gender-based violence against women. And the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, says there's a need to remove all unnecessary delays that could impede implementation of road projects in the country. The minister, in view of this, held a partnership discussion with the management of the Bureau for Public Procurement for a seamless bureaucracy in public procurement processes for efficient and timely project delivery. He says the step is in view of many cases of inherited, delayed, and abandoned road projects faced by the ministry across the country. Recall that the Senate Committee on Works had recently, at an investigative hearing, gone ahead to back the ministry to revoke road projects in the country in order to address the trend. And finally, Syria's new transitional Prime Minister Mohammed al-Bashir says one of his first goals is to bring back the millions of Syrian refugees who are abroad. We hear that Israel's military has carried out 480 attacks on Syria in the past 48 hours, destroying 50 naval vessels, anti-aircraft batteries, and weapons production sites in several cities. These airstrikes are usually a huge challenge for the new administration of Syria as they try to preserve state's apparatus while also trying to provide security. Al-Bashir says Syrians need stability and calm that he's working with officials from Bashar al-Assad's regime to reset public services and institutions. And as I go, let me remind you that the final of Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ debate tournament is set for Thursday, that's tomorrow, the 12th of December. Do join us from 3 p.m. And if you have any news report you want us to cover, please call us on 01465 7175. That is 01465 7175. My name is Ufmegba, and I'll be back at 2 for the headlines.
Quality talk.
Intelligent conversations.
Always interesting.
So engaging.
Sometimes even mind-boggling.
Nigeria Info. Ask everyone. Anyone.
Yes, it's been, social media has been agog with the governor, our governor, budget presentation about mistake on 650 billion and the rest of it all. It's a normal thing. Zuma made such mistakes, and a lot of people make such mistakes. I don't know figures. You see, that is how to know original and innocent people. Obaseki will not make such mistakes because he has stolen billions before. Aswa Ighodalo will not make such mistakes because he has stolen billions before. Monday is not a thief, so he's not familiar with figures. So anybody who wants to talk and continue to talk is nonsense. He's the governor of the state.
So it sounds like a sub-illiterate defense. Particularly, it's a very weak comeback. But I guess maybe Nigerians will speak on this development. I think the best way to look at this is how the leader is a reflection of where the state is, the country is, and where the country will be. Or is it not? And the whole idea of, the governor not being familiar with figures, because those kinds of mistakes are mistakes you'll find with innocent hearts and heads. I don't know how accurate that is. Jacob Zuma has charges against him. He's faced 12 fraud charges, 2 corruption charges, and 1 charge each for racketeering and money laundering. I'm not sure who's supposed to be defending who. Besides a public apology, I'm not sure that there is a defense that can be made in that regard, even though I, being your host on the show, I'm looking for ways to defend this. I'll just wait for people out of Edo State to speak about their governor. This is a reflection of the state, because you look at the leadership and you can almost have an assumption as to the people where they are and where they could be. 7 minutes past 1 p.m. You're on the sunny side. It's worthy of note. My name's Joyce. Let's talk. How are you? Welcome to Nigeria Info.
Joyce, good afternoon.
Thank you very much. Speak up for us. Tell us your name.
Yeah, we have Emmanuel on the line.
Good to have
you from Ekwe.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to specifically say I'm a PDP member.
You're a PDP member.
I don't think Okweolu won the election based on some things that I've seen.
Tell me about it.
Now, as in based on the manipulation of the election, how the election went, taking results, direct from the polling unit, to the state, according to how the INEC never followed the process, and then some manipulation, beneath the system, even the process leading to the election proper, how violence, broke out, from a gang up, in a donut and so on. Now, that's aside. But, Joyce, I've been frustrated to the point of which, at this point, I believe we should hand over Nigeria to Akara sellers, to Pomo sellers, and to Pepe granders. Those who've gone to school, who earned a master's degree, PhD, BSc, what have they done? What have they done? Talking about accountability. I begin to speak like Monday Okweolu now. So, the guy does not speak good English, or I don't think that is our problem now. A lot of people might disagree with me. I don't care.
What's your problem? Because that's your governor. He's leading
Joyce,
you.
Joyce, my
Yeah.
problem today is somebody who is accountable.
Yeah, but
Who
you don't
has
have.
accountable
Well, I don't. Do you
logically.
have it? Do you have it in your governor?
We don't have it. That is what I'm saying now.
Ah, you're damned.
We don't have it. What I need today is somebody who can think logically, who knows the basic need of the people.
You know, people vote. You know, there are people who voted for this guy, so you can't. I mean, I can understand your prejudice with, or at least what you believe to be the situation that led to him emerging as governor. But there are people who voted for him, and it's as though they found something in him to make him worthy. I had this conversation in Nigeria Info, and you guys were. I mean, for those who were in favor,
Joyce,
they
let's
had.
Be blunt.
Oh.
Let's be blunt.
Let's
Today,
try.
Even those who voted for Monday Ukpewulu, they didn't vote for him because he had some sort of accountability.
Why did they vote?
You know, some people might vote for him because of the money they collected.
All
This
right.
is not me defending Monday Ukpewulu. We Nigerians, we adapt when it comes to orientation.
Oh dear.
When it comes to proper thinking of what we are supposed to be doing. I believe there are people in this country who do not go to school, who will do better far than.
That was my next question. Do you think that education, or his lack thereof, is no way going to hinder his performance for the next 4 years? 3 years,
I think
guess.
some sort of education,
No, 4.
perhaps to secondary school level, is enough. For a leader, to set him thinking. Not going to school at all.
But that's your governor. He went to school now, right? He just probably is not the best student. He went to school. He's educated.
He might have gone to school. Maybe he's not this top-notch fine speaker.
Yeah, but maybe
well.
he can deliver as a governor. Just maybe.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. Maybe he can deliver. It's not me defending him because.
All right, great. Thank you then. So I kind of got some good out of here.
Today, I don't believe in because you have earned a master, a PhD, you are a fluent speaker, you are a good.
In summary, let's give him a chance.
Me that lesson.
Yes.
Thank you and good afternoon.
Okay, good. So sometimes your defenses really just land nowhere. It's like you're not even clear with your logic. The Sunny Side. Hello, welcome. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon, Joyce.
Yeah, afternoon to you. Thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, this is the message. Joyce, do you see the reason why when America wants to go on their pools, they normally want to put up a debate? This debate most times try to showcase the level of your reasoning, the spontaneous exhibition of instinct, that the way you can handle things without anybody trying to inform you how smart you are, the level of intelligence. It's not about, like the last caller said, we won't be making excuses for these people because sometimes the way you speak in the public denotes the amount of intelligence you are required to exhibit. You can't imagine someone who could not pronounce ordinary figure. It was this morning that my wife told me that what Nigeria Info uses for the program we normally have on Fridays, that is the Nawa stories and all that award, that it was this governor that actually committed that blunder. Because of the type of people we are, like they will always say, the type of leader you have also denotes the type of people. If people do not value certificate anymore, if people do not value hard work and showcase of intelligence and IQ, I wonder where we are heading to as a people. If we can make excuses for people who I was telling my wife, this is your grandfather. She was very, very angry. How would I say that man is? So I was asking, whose father is this? Like Joyce will always ask us, whose father is this? There are things you do, you bring embarrassment to your people. It doesn't matter who speaks the best of English, but you are expected to communicate to people to a point that at least every average man will understand that somebody who is supposed to be a leader is talking, not somebody who will tell you that he will give you insecurity. Then to present the same budget, they will tell you that they wrote it or they write it for them. Then if they write it for you, because you were trying to argue with one of the callers. If his blunder was as a result of his having issues with stage fright or his inability to read from what was given to him, I will say it is a contribution of the both. He was not lettered, and they say a leader is a reader. In as much as he doesn't possess that quality to portray himself as a leader, that means he has not been reading and he is not qualified to be a governor.
All right. Ooh, okay.
The one who was defending him said that anybody who says otherwise should want to act. That is also the character of people who call themselves our leaders. It's quite embarrassing, and it is unfortunate we see ourselves where we see ourselves, because it is rotting from the head. When the rotting suit is not pulled out, the tongue will always be in the middle of the teeth, trying to be very, very cautious. This is where we find ourselves, and this is our ultimate reality. Thank you, Joy.
The sunny side. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Skype callers, just a moment. We have information we want to quickly share, and let's begin.
Yeah, definitely. We do have lots of information for you. Lagos, get ready. Mark your calendars, because December the 12th, 2024, something big is coming. It is called Sip Sip Hooray. The ultimate karaoke showdown is definitely here to be featuring Enyolua. Yes, that guy, Enyolua, Adeolua, Folagadi Banks. There will be Pella. There would also be Simi Sonia, and also Kenny Black. Sing your heart out, bring your A game, and compete for the grand prize of 1 million naira. It is all happening at the Clubhouse, Landmark Towers, Oniru, Lekki. You're going to be having a night of karaoke fun, pure excitement. All of this awaits you as you come. This isn't just a party, it's your chance to shine and also win big while partying. Sip Sip Hooray is brought to you by Teasers Cocktail Drinks, premium vibes only in Lagos. Don't miss it. Don't miss out on it. December the 12th, 2024. Sip Sip Hooray, where Lagos turns up. Now, if you haven't heard it before, now you are hearing it for the first time. Life is, in fact, a beach. Yes, I'm talking about BACHE. Life is a beach, ladies and gentlemen. The party of the year is here. It is Life's a Beach Party, the official Dirty December Beach event, ladies and gentlemen. Join us for an incredible spate of music performances by Ayomaf, Fola, and Fido. Experience the Beach Olympics, fashion competitions, as well as water sports. The date is December the 14th, 2024. The time, 5 p.m. The venue, Voda Beach Club, Elegushi, Lekki, Lagos. Register now for free at www.teasersparty.com. That is www.teasersparty.com. Proudly brought to you by Teasers Sparkling Drink. Life's a beach. Live it up.
The sunny side, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're going to get right back into the conversation, and I'll come back to you. Okay, so let's see. 17 minutes past 1 p.m. Joseph says, hey, Joyce, I must confess to you that this is not a reflection of the people of Edo State. We are known for academic prowess, but the godfathers, the principalities, and powers that are governing us would rather put forward mediocre, who they can manipulate to their advantage. One after the other, they will be put to shame. Well, there is waiting for them to be put to shame, and then there is the cost on the people. I want to quickly get to Skype. I have a caller waiting for me. Hello, Skype caller. Good afternoon to you.
Hey, Joyce. How are you doing? Good morning from Canada and good afternoon in Nigeria. How's everyone doing?
We're good. Thank you. Go ahead.
Quick question, Joyce.
What's your name?
Sugar Daddy calling from Ontario, Canada.
All right, great. Go ahead.
I just realized we no longer hear ad or any information about the states. Is that show still on?
The state? No. It's not on because it's not on. I can't begin to explain it. Not now. I don't have the energy to explain. It's not. We're going to find another way to go about that production, but for now it's not.
Because some of us on this side and who plan to come back sooner or later, we are really into that show, and hopefully we want that show to still continue.
I would love for it to come back. I just need a pair of hands and another good brain. That's all.
Okay. Okay, back to the topic. If you're saying you're not really concerned or worried, I think I'm afraid we should also be concerned about you, because it seems the social engineering it's already getting to you.
You think I'm being
Choice,
socially engineered just because I laughed about
I
it?
yeah, because it's something that we all should be worried
I
about.
can't be
Because
mad
when
at
you say
everything.
I wouldn't say you should be mad, but I think you should. We all should be concerned, because when you use the word a slip is you saying, oh, insecurity, and you saying, oh, sorry, I meant security, or coming back and explaining that, oh, this is what I meant. That is what a slip is. But this is somebody that clearly read or said something and they don't know what they say, because usually before you speak, you're already adding one or two words in your head before you speak. You just don't say something and expect it. It's just like, maybe I think a not too educated pastor back in my church that was fond of saying your blessings will elude you. He just wants to use the word elude because it's a big word, but he doesn't know that it actually means the opposite of what he wants it to mean. That is what I just see in this situation. And in regards to the recent one of these numbers, Choice, you and I know that. I don't know if you're trying to put yourself in the middle position as a reporter, and you're expecting us to debate. That is why, because Choice, look into my eyes. In fact, I think you are Igbo. Nehemiah, and tell me that even I beg to differ. 15 years old teenagers would know how to call numbers. If you don't know the difference between thousands, millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, tens of billions, then you have no business being part of the government.
Look,
or even heading a state.
I don't want
Uncle Jimmy would.
No, I don't want
Uncle
you
Jimmy would always.
I don't want you to deny me my opportunity for laughter. I hate politics, and I'd never really hide that. And I think it's funny, and I'm going to laugh about it. Now, if you're from Edo State, I would love for you to cry over that, because you should be crying.
I am crying. I'm from Edo State, and
there you go.
Trust me, and I also hate politics. But unfortunately, for most of us on this side, I would categorically, if I'm speaking on behalf of Nigerians, or if I would say I'm speaking up on behalf of most of the men in Nigeria, I would say, in Canada here, most of us are not planning to remain here upon retirement. Most of us are just coming here, work, gather as much resources, and still have to either come back to Nigeria or another African state.
Let me ask you.
And the state of Nigeria would determine if we would come back to Nigeria or go somewhere else.
Let me ask you, is it possible that even though he may not be educated in a formal sense, he has or possesses the qualities to deliver on state development?
Choice. I keep saying this thing. Anytime I'm talking about people like this or Tinubu, the morning shows the day. A child shows a man. You cannot be this incoherent and this you could even say, oh, he's not too good with words. But Choice, you even writing your thoughts into a paper and reading the paper is better than this. You see, you can't fake it. There are things that you cannot just, if you don't have it, you don't have it.
He's a governor. So what does this say for your state? What does this say about it? He's already your governor. It's like you're damned already if you think this is not
No, they are damned. We are damned already. But, well, unfortunately, I'm not there. But, well, I'm still damned because I still have relatives and family still back home. We're damned because at the end of the day, when we keep allowing people like this coming to go, because you were trying to compare the speech he was reading with when he was reading the figure. Choice. ChatGPT is what? Is it a dollar what or $5 a month? You can clearly tell ChatGPT, oh, what are the resources in those states? Can you write how many points? ChatGPT will do. This is the work that will be paying somebody millions of dollars, millions of naira in a month to do. When we can actually use ChatGPT to tell us what we want to do, agendas to follow. This is where we are at right now. Uncle Jimmy would always say, if you cannot run a department or head an organization, maybe in a multinational or in a well-organized company, you have no business in government. And this clearly shows. And the way the speaker responded, and and I'm like, this is not done anywhere else. And I don't know the reason why they keep comparing. Whenever they want to make a comparison, you don't see them saying, oh, they want to make a comparison with somebody that is above them. They always make comparison with people below them. Jacob Zuma did the same mistake. So does that mean that you should also make the same mistake? And at the end of the day, they are comparing themselves with somebody that has been identified or has been charged for corruption and some other negative factors. Is that the kind of person they would want to compare themselves with? And the stupidest of excuse is the fact that he's saying, "Oh, these people know how to steal money. These people know how to steal money." And you will not see people like those people now suing him to court because they are all birds of the same feather.
All right. So I'm going to go off on a break.
An innocent person like you and I now claim the same thing, you would see them, they will jump on us and start filing charges against us.
I want to thank you so much for calling. Lagos, we're off on a break. We'll be right back.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Africa's home of creators, Cloud Africa, presents to you from the streets of Nigeria to the whole wide world. It's the Cloud Talk Concert, Trench Talk Festival. Featuring the incredible DJ YK Mule. It's music to the world by storm. It's Cash Common. Also featuring Lady Smash Shode. And the king of the streets, Batman Nico. Cloud Talk Concert, Trench Talk Festival is taking place on the 17th of December, 2024 at the Balmoral Convention Center, VI. Time 5 p.m. Get your free tickets now at cloudstalkconcerts.com. This event is proudly brought to you by Action Bitters. Cloud Talk Concert. Talk just got lit.
Drink responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
Hey guy, what's the problem?
I haven't been able to sell that property.
Then go and register it free at Hermes.ng online property platform and sell it sharp.
Really?
Yes, so Hermes.ng is a Nigerian real estate platform where everybody buy and sell properties nowadays.
What's the website again?
www.homers.ng. Hermes.ng online property marketing platform.
Lagos, it's been decided. Prepare for the ultimate war of words in the grand finale of I Beg to Differ Season 8. At 3 p.m., Malizu Ilechukwu and Olajolo Akinloluwa go head-to-head on the topic. Should countries be allowed to restrict the movement of refugees? The 4 p.m. hour will require both finalists to show off their wit and oratory when they deliver a presentation on the Nigeria of their dreams. Who will sway the judges and audience with their argument and oratory to clinch the grand prize? Find out with us on Thursday starting at 3 p.m. I Beg to Differ Season 8. 32 debaters, now 2, 1 winner, 1 million naira. Sponsored by Tollywood College, supported by Obiwizi, Lucas Green Fashion, Biloxi, Card Center Nigeria Limited, and Quadras Group. Season 8 continues in February and August 2025. For sponsorship or partnership inquiries, send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm. That's info@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ, a tournament of champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the party you've been waiting for is back. The Life's a Beach Party, the official Dirty December beach party, featuring amazing music performances by Fola, Fido, and also featuring top Nigerian creators. Come and experience Beach Olympics, fashion competitions, and water sports. Life's a Beach Party will take place December the 14th, 2024. Time is 5 p.m. at the Voda Beach Club in Legoshi, Lekki, Lagos. Hurry and register for free at www.teasersparty.com. Life's a Beach is brought to you by Teaser Sparkling Drink. Life's a Beach. Live it up.
Drink responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Cloud Africa brings to you a concert like no other. Africa's home of creators, Cloud Africa presents From the Streets of Nigeria to the World. It is the Cloud Talk Concert, Trench Talk Festival, featuring the incredible DJ YK Mule, whose beats have taken the world by storm, literally. Also performing will be Cash Coming, Shodi, the king of the streets, Bad Man Nico himself. The date is December the 17th, 2024. The time, the 5 p.m. rather. The venue, the Balmoral Convention Center, Victoria Island, Lagos. Get your tickets at the website www.cloudtalkconcert.com. That is www.cloudtalkconcert.com. Proudly brought to you by Action Bitters. Cloud Talk Concert. Talk just got lit.
The sunny side, 99.3 Nigeria Info. And maybe the leaders are a reflection of the people. So every time the people complain about leadership, then maybe they actually just complain about themselves. All right, quite a number of messages to run through here. Welcome if you have just tuned in. If you're from Edo State specifically, well, stand up. Because this is about you and how much of you think is represented by your government or your governor in this regard. I wonder whether there is any expectation, both of yourself and of the person who should lead you. We're Nigeria Info, we hold it to be worthy of note. My name's Joyce. This is a message here from George. He says, the state governor's confusion trying to pronounce figures needed much to be desired. It's not possible for someone else to present the budget on his behalf. You people can now see why uneducated people is not good for governance. You can imagine the statement the chairman of the party has made defending the indefensible. All they would have done is to package the man very well, but instead they were busy abusing Obaseki. I'm not sure now who you're targeting with that last statement. But yeah, this is a Mark from the UK. He says, see what Godfatherism has done in Nigeria. Is this the best Edo State can present? I weep for my dear country. Where the worst of us is ruling the best of us. I hope we get it right in the next world if there will really be one. Interesting. The worst leading the best? Or is this a case of, well, he's just one of the few who are not so educated, but he can because he's got the character? This pretty much is a huge determinant of the future of the state, to let the people, particularly from the state, speak. I feel for people of Edo State, but come to think of it, a few months back, even the Senate President, Akpabio, made a similar slip-up when pronouncing large figures. He says, anyhow, it's Nigerian. What do you mean? It's well with Nigeria. This is Joe Bung from Birmingham. I think there's something about this that we suppose is familiar or permissible, I guess. Steve says, Edo State Governor does not know figures. He can be excused. He probably is not a man of figures. It's not a big deal. It does not in any way impugn on his capacity or capability to govern. Well, remember when he didn't show up for the debate during pre-elections campaign? Remember during the campaign he didn't show up for debate? Does that impugn on his character? Do you suppose that it does it tell you anything? That, you know, there's supposed to be a debate where your governor, at least someone who is vying for the highest office in the land, is supposed to show up for a debate and doesn't. And under whatever circumstance, he's persuaded by something. No, he's persuaded by the fact that he will win. It's almost as though you lay no expectation both on yourself and on the system that brings about your leadership. At least that's my observation. We're talking. We're 99.3. This is Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, sister.
Welcome. Tell us your name.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello. My radio is off.
Tell us your name and go
Hello.
ahead.
Are you hearing me? Because it's breaking.
I can hear you from here.
Okay. Sister Isikechukwu from Otta Farm. Edo State present governor is being disturbed by psychological and sociological warfare. They did not package him well. Having not been prepared, being a governor, but due to the influence of his godfather, which is Adams Oshomole, he assumed office. He was a person that told us that he's going to give Edo people insecurity. Yeah. Hello?
Go ahead, I'm listening to you.
How That man that is supporting him was doing what we call amplified and widely propaganda. That is what we know APC from. What is concerned for the budget reading and the Obaseki? Obaseki, was he not from APC before? All of them are based on the same feta. Both PDP that left 2014 to APC, I mentioned PDP, go build the railway from Kasada to Nigeria. It did not build for South and the Southeast. So that is feta. Your question is that the man went to school, but is psychologically unprepared. He's very, very unprepared. Are you hearing me? So we are not expecting anything from them as far as they are this APC.
That's 4 years of your life to not expect anything.
Sister, I cannot pass from Edo going to my out of village because I will stay 12 hours. They cannot do the road. The man is supporting him that is working. What is happening?
All right.
Can I clap for them? Is it their money? It's not their money now. They're using it. Even the two pastors that were talking to remove Jonathan from January 2012, all of them have gone down. So finally, that man that said Nigeria that are laughing, talking, all of us should go to hell and burn to ashes. Nigeria is like me. We are wishing him what he wished us. They want to cajole us and they can't us not to talk. And our talk and their talk make them APC and bastardise Nigeria. And Nigeria swing into Bamija. So the man also should go to hell and burn to ashes. I wish him back.
Wow. Intense. The sunny side. Welcome to Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Welcome. Tell us your name.
Uzoma is my name.
Good to have you.
You can see what is happening in this our country, Joy.
I can't see
This
it.
is the only country where I see say a blind man, a blind man, the lead person where they see kuro, and a stark illiterate, ruling educated doctors, accountants, nurses, journalists, just name it, and illiterate, leading those who are well educated. I don't know how we got to this point. That is shameful, disappointing point. You can see, all through the campaign, Oshawale was campaigning for this man. Their chairman was campaigning for this man on television. This man did not come out for one day and defend himself. They were all speaking on his behalf. Oshawale was speaking on his behalf. That is insulting those who are questioning why he was insulting everybody. Now, to be truth has come. Let us say, and they are still defending him. They are still defending him. Only God will save this country because this country has lost it outrightly. Everywhere we have lost it. Thank you.
Oh, sure. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Chooks says the tragedy of this situation is how would the governor be able to sign documents with huge sums of money in them? How would he be sure of the figures in documents he is appending his signature on when he is not able to clearly identify them? You know, maybe this is even the part where I get to ask the Nigerian public, do you have any expectation of your own self? Because Nigeria Info. The sunny side, it's so good to have you join the conversation. Good afternoon to you.
Joyce, good afternoon. My name is Emmanuel.
Yeah, good to have you here.
Joyce, I told you one time that a time will come in this country, there will be no use for education. We're on the right direction now, as it is. You see, what do you expect from a situation whereby and let me just put it, a professor will rig election for a foolish man.
Maybe foolish is not the word. Uneducated, you mean, right? Because the professor is also a fool if he's going to rig election for someone who's subpar.
Joyce, if he said uneducated, that is to say he went through school but not educated. A foolish man has not passed the school fence side at all.
The professor who's rigging the election for someone who is, in your words, uneducated. How much of a fool is he?
He's the worst. Joyce, I told you one time that none of my children will step their leg into university if they don't have handwork to do. It is from that handwork that is where they will find their course in university. You see, I just pity for Edo people. Edo people, I pity for them because first, he has promised you insecurity. Secondly, he cannot. I wish I was a financial secretary to that man's office. They would have locked that man because of money that is missing. I will pack everything, and write an unending numbers that he can never pronounce in this generation. I
need to ask you, why do you conceive evil every opportunity you get? It does quite appear.
Because I have been set upon and I must revenge before my life will go down.
Wow, you sound desperate.
Yes, that is my philosophy. There is one thing they call 1-1 goalless draw. I can never ever accept failure. If you do me, I do you. That is my philosophy.
Yeah, but you see, you're not only doing it to one.
I'm not giving any position in this country.
Yeah, but
if you give me common pack chairman, I will collect everything, even anything that passed my way. You see that Kobelo, he has nothing to offer to Edopu.
Yeah, but the tragedy of that.
Anyone supporting him, I pity for that person supporting him.
The tragedy of that is you're going to affect the lives of the innocent people. And
Yes.
you do not want to be so useless, so dangerous, that you're so self-centered that you would steal from the innocent.
Joyce, how will you feel? Somebody they do you say you know if you do anything.
Yeah.
And you know if you do anything.
Yeah, but can you also look about the punishment they bring upon themselves, the damnation that they cause themselves?
If that punishment will come upon their dead body, do you think Tinubu is thinking about punishment?
Well, yeah, it doesn't mean that it's not going to come.
If he dies, the body.
So you are not thinking about it as well. So you're thinking, well, if they're going to steal, I'm going to even steal far more.
Yes.
Are you from Edo State?
I'm from Benue State.
Okay,
but I grew
thank
up
God.
in Lagos State. So I know everything. I must be part of that corruption that is happening. It is a must. Even if I die, my dead body must harm somebody to collect something somewhere.
Wait, why are you saying this now? Is it because you feel someone less than yourself is a governor? I mean, I think you're making a comparison here. You're thinking, well, I'm more educated than this man, and here he is, a total fool in office, not knowing his left from. Can't even speak.
You don't spoke my mind, Joyce.
Yeah.
I went to college of education in my life. I've never been to university. College of education, I can read any number till the end. I know if you put it in dollar, I'll read it in naira.
Wow.
So if they put that money in dollar, this Okomelo cannot read it in naira. We are finished. I don't even go and sleep. Go and use candle because the world is ending in your point.
Thank you for calling.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joyce.
I don't know whether it's, dear God. Someone told me not to laugh, right? He said I could become. He says I'm falling for this and social engineering. Look, Nigerian politics makes you sick, and so as not to fall ill, you might as well just catch what you can, which is good laugh. This is interesting in a variety of ways. I really would love to hear even from the people from the state, because I think this says something about the choice that you have made, and maybe in some sense your willingness to correct it, or your acceptance of it. Because I've read a few messages here from people who I guess are from Edo State who have practically trivialized the error. Then the question is, how much can we really take? Like, how much? What is our capacity for taking something that we, in our right senses, would not accept? Because I'm not sure what sense you're operating in at this moment, but what's evident is it's not right. Because, I mean, it can't be right. It's as though you lay no expectation of yourself. It's as though there is no value you confer on yourself. And as such, when anything is brought your way, you accept it. I mean, I could be wrong, so I'll just sit around and wait for you to come by with something more superior in argument. Nigeria Info.
Hello.
Thank you very much for calling. What's your name?
Nigeria.
One would have thought you had a loaded gun. Okay, so let's read a number of messages. Hello, telephone lines. I hope you can hear me. Sorry I lost you. I'm not sure why this is hanging right now. Hello, Joyce. The excuse or defense for the Edo State governor: arithmetic and grammatical deficiency. According to the APC spokesperson, he implied is that anybody that knows figures in billions is a thief. Incidentally, Edo State APC spokesperson is worse than the governor for not being able to put up a better defense for the governor. Oh, this is getting even more hilarious. There you go. What's your name, Stephen? Thank you so much, Stephen. Yeah, now Stephen is saying even the APC person who is trying to defend the governor appears to be worse. So maybe at this point, Edo State will have to really be looking at their entire lineup of those in position of authority or power and evaluate their thinking capabilities and look at the depths of their reason and their own judgments. And I want you to imagine for yourself what can emerge from that. Every time we talk about the country, I understand the necessity to hold the president accountable. Because you suppose, well, the buck stops at his table, and if there's going to be any moving forward or sinking into hell, he's going to be a determining factor. And so when it comes to state governance, it's as though the same thing is happening. It's as though the people are, I don't know at this point. Is there something in the air, like a kind of drug appeal? Do the people even know what they want? Because maybe we have spent so much time going with the bandwagon and just insulting anybody who's in the headlines and charging the presidency with accountability. We probably don't even know half of what we're talking about because everybody else is doing it, we're doing it. But do the people know what they want? If you're from Edo State, what do you suppose can emerge from this particular play out? This thing you're seeing, hearing, feeling, knowing. What do you think can happen? What do you expect comes out of governance in your state? We'll look at the presidency, and many of you are making assumptions as to what can come out from a presidency as this. Let's talk. Hello. What's your name? The sunny side. I have to quickly go off on a very short break. This is for information worth your having, and because time is necessary here, this is our opportunity, so let's take it.
For a long time, a true legend has been living among us, and it is time to celebrate him. Join us and other industry leaders and titans as we honor Dr. Abiodun Olushino Shubanjo, a visionary, pathfinder, and pioneer who has redefined the Nigerian advertising ecosystem for many years. It will be an evening of tributes and the crowning of excellence. When will it happen? Well, December the 17th, 2024, where, well, the prestigious Muson Center, the Ajib Recital Hall to be precise, at Onikon, Lagos. The time will be 4 p.m. Be a part of history. Reserve your seats today and witness a legacy that continues to inspire. For inquiries and confirmations, please contact Jumoke at 0802-119-9222. That is 0802-119-9222. This year, make it a Christmas to remember at Fun Factory Amusement Park. Step into a world of twinkling lights, festive rides, and holiday magic for all ages. Bring the whole family to meet Santa. Enjoy holiday fun and create unforgettable memories together. It's a perfect way to share a season's magic. Planning a friend's holiday hangout, make this season one for the ages with holiday thrills, festive games, and cozy treats around every corner. Join us at Fun Factory Amusement Park for a Christmas to remember. Don't get left out. Don't miss out on the magic. For more inquiries, call or WhatsApp 0809-828-8888. That is 0809-828-8888.
Nigeria Info. I'm going to read a number of messages right now. This is Paul Idemudiame from Surulere. He says, if a final year student was defending a project before his supervisor and made this gaffe that governor made, the gaffe the governor made in that budget, he will not graduate. Unfortunately and shamelessly, some people with twisted minds from my beloved Esson land are saying we should forget waiting then right for moto and enter the moto. My question is, if what's written on the car is a journey to hell or a ride to Golgotha, would you enter such a moto? To even think that Edo State is an educationally upward state makes it even more bizarre. Now, maybe the question is Edo State really an educationally upward state. Because I think sometimes you want to believe something, but what you want to believe and what it really is are two different things. Thank you very much, Paul. I do appreciate it, and you make a very good argument. This is what you get when you allow elders to stand elections without a single debate. Until we make it mandatory to hold debates before elections, we will continue to see these issues. Aaron is here who says, Joyce, I'm highly disappointed in most callers and Nigerians on what they're saying concerning the governor. Being eloquent, sensible, clever, literate. Moses in the Bible said, I'm not good in talking, but he was chosen to lead the most stubborn and wicked as we know. We beat everything and politics into everything we do. What's your name? Triple A from Ojo. So, I guess, Triple A supposes that eloquence is no proof of capability to govern. Being sensible, clever, and literate is not evidence that this governor will deliver. He supposes that a conversation around everything we have witnessed is making it a political issue. And that almost forces us to wonder, what exactly Aaron, are you comparing Moses of the scripture to the Edo State governor? You know that's a false equivalence, right? Yeah, but I'm not going to go into it. I'm going to suppose you're making a case for your state, and this is not an issue. We can leave it at that. Thank you very much. Hello, welcome to the show. How are you? Turn up the volume of your radio set. What's your name?
Hello?
Thank you so much for calling. What's your name?
Hello, Joyce.
Speak up. Tell us your name. What's your name?
Good afternoon. I'm the guy that called yesterday. I don't use big phone. It's small phone that I use.
Okay.
The visually impaired guy.
What do I remember now? Oh, yeah. I thought we actually sent your number yesterday.
I don't know if you have. You told me that I should send you WhatsApp message, but I don't have the phone.
Oh, you're not able to send a WhatsApp message? So I'm going to need someone to get your number. Can you call me back by 2:30?
Okay.
Call me back 2:30, all right? All right, okay. Good afternoon, Nigeria Info. Sorry I lost you. Make you back. Oh, sure. Joyce, on the debate, it's not a must in the Constitution. Wait. What's your name? You say, Joyce, on the debate, it's not a must in the contribution or Constitution to come. What are you writing here? Joyce, is being educated means you are intelligent? For me, no. Most of the callers that are ditching the governor, if you write the amount of numbers for them to read, they won't be able to read it. Education is not intelligence. Okay. And you not a must in the Constitution to come. Right, the governor speaks. I'm going to assume that you also do not want criticism, and I'm not going to criticize you. It also, in a sense, suggests that there isn't any expectation that you lay on yourself or the governor. You don't think intelligence should be a criteria. You don't think it should be something that counts towards a collective standard to which the people can attain to. So it doesn't. I can assume you attain to nothing. You have no standard upon which you can ask the children to look up to. You can ask the youths to look up to. No standards whatsoever. And look, maybe that's one way to look at it. Maybe the other way is exactly this position you have presented, which is he's an intelligent guy. He probably doesn't know numbers. And even though he doesn't come to debate to tell the people whose votes he's seeking, he doesn't come to lobby your agreement with what he is willing to do as governor. He doesn't come to seek your consent to say, well, here's what I'm willing to do for you if you vote for me. He doesn't ask your understanding of why you need to follow his projection of the future. He can ignore all of that and pay absolutely no respect or regard to both your right to your vote and also your willingness to give it to him. So he can do whatever he can, emerge as governor, and it would be fine. And this is me just trying to create a sketchy alternative to what could happen if, well, he's not speaking to you directly to say, like, this is what I can do, this is what's wrong, and this is how the solutions are going to come about, and you can hold me accountable, and I want you to believe in the cause. You don't think that's really what this should be. And maybe it's right in a sense, because if Nigerians are not going to make a demand, nobody's going to make a demand for them. And if this is fine, then who am I to say otherwise? I just really think it's a very fantastic conversation to have, because it also is a representation of how the people think and feel about governance. We're going to go for a break. When we come back, we're 99.3. This is Nigeria Info. Don't go anywhere.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Lagos, it's been decided. Prepare for the ultimate war of words in the grand finale of Ibektedefa Season 8. At 3 p.m., Malizu Ilechukwu and Olajolo Akinloluwa go head-to-head on the topic. Should countries be allowed to restrict the movement of refugees? The 4 p.m. hour will require both finalists to show off their wit and oratory when they deliver a presentation on the Nigeria of their dreams. Who will sway the judges and audience with their argument and oratory to clinch the grand prize? Find out with us on Thursday starting at 3 p.m. Ibektedefa Season 8. 32 debaters, now 2, 1 winner, 1 million naira. Sponsored by Tollywood College, supported by Obiwizi, Lucas Green Fashion, Biloxi, Card Center Nigeria Limited, and Cordros Group. Season 8 continues in February and August 2025. For sponsorship or partnership inquiries, send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm. That's info@nigeriainfo.fm. I beg to differ. A tournament of champions.
For a long time, a true legend has been living amongst us, and it's time to celebrate him. Join us and other integrated marketing communications industry leaders and titans as we honor Dr. Abiodun Olushino Shobanjo, a visionary, pathfinder and pioneer who has redefined the Nigerian advertising ecosystem for many years. It will be an evening of tributes and crowning of excellence. Date is Tuesday, 17th of December, 2024. Venue is Ajapri Cycle Hall, Muson Center, Unikon, Lagos. Time 4 p.m. Be a part of history. Reserve your seat today and witness a legacy that continues to inspire. For inquiries and confirmations, please contact Jumoke on 002 1199 222.
Who says you can't have it all with one play?
I got that defined boy. You have just won yourself.
Congratulations.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Melitus. One player, don't talk to 2 players because you won 20K.
So now you won yourself 20,000 naira.
My name is Well Done.
Okay, well done. I want to tell you, well done. You won yourself 20,000 naira.
With 500 naira, you can play to win big. From 120,000 naira to 190,000 naira daily on Nigeria Info. Go to oneplay.ng and play with 500 naira. And in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. Or dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Win daily on Nigeria Info. 50,000 naira on Morning Crossfire. 60,000 naira on WhatsApp Lagos. 20,000 naira on Sunnyside. And 60,000 naira on Game On. So Lagos, what are you waiting for? The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Remember to dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
Africa's home of creators, Cloud Africa, presents to you from the streets of Nigeria to the whole wide world. It's the Cloud Talk Concert, Trench Talk Festival. Featuring the incredible DJ YK Mule. His music to the world by storm. It's Cash Coming. Also featuring Ladies Man Shode. and the king of the streets, Badman Nico. Cloud Talk Concert, Trench Talk Festival is taking place on the 17th of December 2024 at the Balmoral Convention Center, VI. Time 5 p.m. Get your free tickets now at cloudstalkconcerts.com. This event is proudly brought to you by Action Bitters. Cloud Talk Concert. Talk just got lit.
Drink responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
It's that time of the year again, and Cody and the Kids is back. Come Sunday, December the 15th, 2024, it will be fun unlimited culture at its best at Cody and the Kids Christmas Cultural Carnival, featuring cultural performances, electrifying games, exciting playthings, music, comedy, dance, and lots more. It is time for families to relax and unwind after a long year, so do not miss it. The date is December the 15th, 2024. The venue, the Stable Union Bank Complex, Body Thomas Surulere. Time from 12 noon to 6 p.m.
Start today with confidence with the restoring power of Vaseline Petroleum Jelly. Keep moisture locked in all year round.
On your number one talk station.
You get a daily dose of news trends.
Prices averted in aviation sector after aggrieved unions suspend strike.
Intense conversation.
She's among the ICPC board members. Oh. What has she experienced in life? 20 years old girl. She is there because she has level.
Sports and news to keep you updated all day and every day.
Join the conversation on your number one talk station.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
It's 2 o'clock. The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Headline news right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Abuja International Airport shut temporarily as Allied Air Flight skids off runway. Fire outbreak destroys goods.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.